When I was in high school, I remember sitting in class feeling like something was wrong with me. My heart would race, my stomach would tighten, my thoughts would spiral, and nothing bad was happening. I was just sitting at my desk, but my body felt like I was in danger, and I didn't know what to do with that. In church spaces, sometimes that message sounded like, well, if you're anxious, pray harder. And so I did. I prayed, and typically, I still felt anxious, which made me think that maybe something was wrong with me or I didn't have enough faith. I see these two extremes all the time. On one side, it's if you're anxious, just pray harder. If you're depressed, you just need to have more faith. Or if you're struggling, well, you just must not trust God enough. On the other side, this is just who I am. I'm the anxious one. I'm the depressed friend. I have ADHD, so that's my personality. My disorder is my identity. And honestly, both extremes are missing something important. Because your mental health is not a spiritual failure, but also it's not your identity. There's a space in between, and that's where healing and wholeness begin. God designed your body to recognize danger, and that's not a weakness, that's a brilliant design. Let's put it this way. If a bear were chasing you, your body does not politely ask how you feel about it. It just reacts. Your heart rate goes up, your breathing changes, your muscles tense, and your brain shifts into survival mode. That response was meant to save your life. The problem is, our body has a hard time deciphering between the bear chasing you and standing in front of a class giving a speech, or even walking to a crowded cafeteria. To your nervous system, both can feel like danger. So your heart races, your palms sweat, your thoughts spiral, and your stomach tightens. It feels real because it is real. Your body is doing what it was created to do. And that doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean you lack faith. It means your nervous system is activated. For a long time, I thought something was spiritually wrong with me. I would pray and I would still feel anxious. And then I'd feel anxious about feeling anxious. And I started to believe that if I just had more faith or had stronger faith, it would all go away. But here's what I've learned. Prayer is powerful. Therapy is powerful. And understanding your brain, well, that is powerful too. God designed the intricate parts of our brains, and when we combine mental health with discipleship, those pieces fit perfectly together. We live in a culture where diagnoses are common. And don't get me wrong, a diagnosis can be incredibly helpful because they give language, direction, and access to support. But a diagnosis is a description. It's not a definition of your worth. You may have anxiety, you are not anxiety. You may have depression, you are not depression. You may have ADHD, you are not a disorder. You are a whole person who has a nervous system, a brain, emotions, experiences, strengths, wounds, and gifts. Your struggle is something you experience. It's not who you are. Here's what changed things for me. Instead of shaming myself, I started getting curious. I learned how to calm my nervous system. I learned to name what I was feeling instead of shaming myself for it. And I started to reach out to safe people for help and stop isolating. I want to leave you with this encouragement. You are not broken because you struggle. You're also not doomed to stay the same. Growth, healing, and change, they're all possible. They may not happen magically or overnight, but instead it happens through small, consistent steps. Taking steps like learning how your brain works, building relational skills, practicing courage, and letting safe people into your story. You are more than your worst day. You are more than your diagnosis, and you are more than your anxiety response. You are a whole person. And a big part of wholeness is learning how to hold both your faith and your mental health with honesty, wisdom, and courage.